Hey everybody, it is Wargod65 back with another 2024 CD pickups update. Got a few here, you can see them right here, so we'll get into it right now. Not get in real heavy detail about it, just kind of tell you what it is, who it is. This is a band I came across listening to 97 Underground out of Baltimore, Maryland, which is probably the only rock station online I listen to, besides Sonic Asylum Radio at times, and of course one other one, it is WJCU out of Cleveland Heights, Ohio. Listen to Metal on Metal with Bill Peters. Anyway, I heard this band on there, female fronted. I liked the single that they put out, which was called Fever, and the band is called Breaker. I know there's another Breaker band, but let's see here. Let me do a little something here anyway. Let's see if this is a little better. Maybe. We'll see. Anyway, Breaker. 5 tracks. Of course, Breaker is spelt with 2 K's. Next up, Motivic with the Unorthodox Years 93 to 98, thanks to Scott Waters. Early stuff from them. This I just got yesterday. I've been waiting for this for a while. Pre-ordered. Comes from, I think it came from Mexico? Intro Metal Records. I think South America. Anyway, the band is called Phantom and Transylvanian Nightmare. Traditional heavy metal, good stuff. And some thrash. Next few are going to be thrash, of course. Evil Dead. There, that's better. Evil Dead. Great album, have it on vinyl as well. Killer thrash. And it'll definitely be in my top 20 of this year. Some more, this is more crossover thrash. Picked this up over at Stormspell Records. I buy a lot from there, especially when they're decent priced CDs. This is one the name kind of got to me, and the cover as well. A band is called Cat Breath, and the album is called Slice 'Em All. You can see that it's a crazy cover. The cat, I mean, just crazy. Just killer crossover thrash, killer band. I think these guys are out of Germany. I showed this in a previous update on CDs, but a different album. This is also a band I kind of came across earlier this year. Band is called Reverberer. Thrash out of Sweden. Immortalis is the album. Killer stuff. Of course, predominantly I love thrash, and I love new wave of traditional heavy metal, classical heavy metal, you know, the old 70s, a few other genres, but prefer traditional and thrash. Some more thrash from a band called Kasich. Just kind of it's an EP, 4 tracks, self-released. This one is called Deal with the Devil. Second release from this Swedish band. on the Storm Spell label as well. New wave of traditional heavy metal, one of my favorite genres. Of course, second album from Leadbreaker and Overdrive. Killer stuff, great stuff. Wouldn't expect anything less from this band. So, Leadbreaker. A friend of mine I know online fairly well. Wayne Noon is his name. He's got been in a few projects. This is his latest with Alex Rapetti on vocals. And the band is called Severed Angel and the album called Skyward. Killer stuff. What do they have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 tracks. Perfect amount. 5 per side. So check them out. Killer heavy metal. Also from Storm Spell, band out of Ohio. Is it a full album? No, not really. I think it's 7 tracks, maybe a lengthier EP. And the band is called Emerald Eye and Night Without Day. Traditional heavy metal. All right. Oh yeah. Second release from this Texas European band. 2 members from each. Well, 2 from US, I believe, and 2 from over in Europe somewhere. This is a full length, 8 tracks, second release from a traditional heavy metal band called Highways Never Die. Great album. Check it out. I mean, it's traditional heavy metal. I mean, it's good. Good stuff. Check them out. Some more traditional heavy metal, also on the Storm Spell label. Also, I believe these guys are out of the Ohio area as well. The band is called Idle Throne and the Clarion Call. Killer stuff. I think this is their second release. A band, also I believe out of Ohio, but an older band. I think they were back in the 80s. I think they only did 2 albums and demos. They had a lot of demos they made into a second album, but this is their first one. The band is called Trigger Zone and the Pain Principle. Some thrash on Lost Realm Records label. Great stuff. Trigger Zone. A lot of this stuff isn't even on vinyl, so. Another killer band. This is going to be high up in my release this year. They are on the Metalizer Records label. And I've been seeing a lot of this band stuff on YouTube and a little bit on Facebook. But the band is called Reverend Hound and Deal in Steel. Killer traditional heavy metal. Out of Germany. Check them out. Third album from this Russian band. Vocals are kind of, I think to a lot, you got to get used to the vocals. You know, it's like people say, I can't get into Gravedigger because of the vocals. Well, this is kind of a similar situation with this vocals, but not as harsh as Chris's vocals. But still, you know, I'm sure a lot of people would take a lot of getting used to the vocals. Anyway, the band is called Iron Curtain, and Savage Dawn is their latest release on Dying Victims Records. it's kind of almost like about Dying Victims and are doing like these on their spines like they do on the vinyl, Japanese releases. So keep it. Good stuff. Kind of heavy metal, speed metal, maybe a little thrashy at times. Here's a band that is going to be high up on my list. Female vocals, killer stuff. Band is called Scavenger and Beyond the Bells. Great stuff, great traditional heavy metal. If you like Savage Master, there's a couple other bands in that general vicinity that are like this. So check them out, Scavenger. Going way back, I didn't have this on vinyl or CD. And it showed up in a feed, and I went and checked it out. Of course, this is from the band Taste. If you're familiar with Taste, it's Rory Gallagher's first early bands. And this is called On the Boards from Taste. Of course, if you don't know Rory Gallagher, great rock blues guitarist that died way too early. Fantastic. This was released in 1970, so it was before he went solo, but good stuff. Oh yeah, great stuff here from this band on the Dying Victims record. I believe this is their second or third release from Toxico. And the album Under the Southern Light. This thing rocks. Heavy, fast, great vocals. Just fantastic release. Also got the latest from Motivic. I have this also on vinyl since I ordered it through Rox Records. And then Scott sent me... Actually, Scott sent me both of these Motivics. This one is really good. Not sure where it's going to be in my list, but it's an outstanding CD. Check them out. And one more. I will be getting the vinyl when it comes out. Another great India band. Like, I can't think of the band now. Of course, you know. Why is it when you're trying to think of a band or a title or a song title or an album cover title, your brain just goes to mush? But anyway, I have all their releases all on vinyl and CD. I will get this on vinyl as well. And this is excellent CD Against Evil. This is their as they say before, this was their sophomore release. This is their junior release. Give 'em Hell. Great traditional old school heavy metal from a band out of India. But I will be getting the vinyl. And that is all I have for the CDs. You got any comments, leave them below. I'll be back with more videos in the not so distant future. Take care, everybody, and keep it metal.